10 years ago today, a series of long-track tornadoes killed more than 250 people in Alabama and hurt more than 2,000 others. First responders told us they weren't prepared to handle such a deadly severe weather event, but they did what they could.
Well, today they have a lot more equipment. Way 31's Breck and Terry sat down with first responders to learn how these upgrades will help save lives.
Blue Springs volunteer fire chief Mary Glass told me that day in Franklin County and Phil Campbell changed how they respond to crisis situations.
It was just devastating. We didn't have the equipment that we needed to help these people. We needed backboards, we needed stretchers, we needed everything. But at that time, we didn't have it.
Glass said they had to act fast while saving lives on April 27th in Franklin County.
We were doing makeshift stuff. I strapped a lady to a front door and with bungee cords that we had found. That's all we had.
Glass, like many other volunteer firefighters, didn't stop rescuing people despite the obstacles. She remembers the kindness of a local doctor who helped that day.
He looked at me and said, "Where are you getting all these people from?" And I said, "From their houses." And he said, "Here," and he threw me some backboards and some neck braces, and it really, the reality really set in is when he gave me tags to when we ran up on the deceased.
Glass said that was the hardest part.
The feeling you get is you're just devastated. I mean, you're seeing places that you grew up around all your life. You know most of the people out there. You don't know if they're dead or alive. But those emotions, you have to put that on the back burner.
But as a volunteer, she and others had a job to do. And now she says after April 27th, they raised money to get better equipment to help people.
It took a devastation like that to realize that we needed more first aid equipment. We needed more backboards. We needed more equipment to go out and cut people out of the houses. Back then, we had 4 chainsaws. Today, I've got 14 chainsaws. That way, if something happens, we can divide up and conquer.
Glass said they've upgraded their trucks, too. And without volunteers to run these stations, help might take a while to get to you.
Without volunteers, you would have to wait 45 minutes to an hour to get help. All the volunteers are trained just as the paid firemen are.
Glass said they can make all of the upgrades in the world, but without a dedicated group of men and women to answer that call, it's pointless. If you want to help with your local volunteer fire department, just reach out to them. In the Shoals, Breck and Terry, Way 31 News.